Everyone, this is Doug and this is the Project Black Hole. I wanted to do a quick review for you today on some Peak intercooler boots. These are specifically for 2003 through 2007 trucks. I think it'll also do 2008. I'm not quite sure on that. You'd have to look that up. We bought these through Pure Diesel Power because we were putting in a big order at the time. I think they were about $130 for the set. If you followed the Project Black Hole, you know that we've been through a bunch of turbos. Super B Special, HE351, Super B back to the Super B Special, and then the HE351 over the GT4202. Truck seems to like this combination best so far, and we've been really pleased with how porting out the wastegate port on this guy has kept drive pressure and turbo speeds in check. So really happy with it, but one of the consequences that we've gotten here is that we tend to explode a fair number of intercooler boots. So what we've done here is we've gone ahead and we purchased these Peak intercooler boots, and I wanted to give you a look at those today. I want to start with the actual clamp here. So we've got a made in USA T-bolt clamp. It does, all of them came with springs, and I got a pretty good, I cranked down on them pretty well here. So I didn't see any signs of the bolt stripping. I was fairly pleased with that. The springs seem to be pretty beefy to keep good tension on everything, and I like that as well. So I feel like these are pretty good. They're obviously not high-end. I had the BD T-bolt clamps, and those had really great springs on them and a proprietary like retainer and nut system, which I really like because you could get really great clamping force on those. They seem to be a happy medium between those and like the cheapo eBay ones. I've had several of those eBay ones rip the back side of the clamp out, and even a stock Cummins one ripped out the back. So these guys seem to be a pretty happy medium, made in USA, and I think if you do get this kit, you won't have any problems with the T-bolt clamps. Now, as for the material on the external part of these intercooler boots, it is not the Nomex, it's just the black kind, so it's not the high heat, but it seems to be fairly resilient. It is a fairly thick layer of fabric that they throw over there, and I think it's just to help keep the boots from blowing out. What I did want to show you is, due to this setup, I had to cut a boot in half, and that's what I thought might provide the most value. I want you to be able to see these boots before you go ahead and buy them. So this right here is a 4-layer silicone intercooler boot, and it's got a 5th layer, which is the external. It looks like a rubberized fabric of some kind. I'm not a fabric guy, so I couldn't tell you specifically, but that's what it looks and feels like. It looks like some kind of rubber impregnated nylon or something like that. So you've got silicone inside of this is almost exactly identical in the way it feels to all the other boots, including the stock Cummins ones. No complaints there. Let's see if we can get that focused. No complaints on that there. I was pretty impressed. I kind of thought these were going to be 3-layer intercooler boots, but they came and I saw that they were 4, and that made me happy. There's a 4th layer snuck right in there at the top next to the rubberized stuff. And then nice tight wraps with the rubberized nylon looking fabric here. So when you get these, that's what you're going to see. A real nice, thick, stiff boot. And the caution that I want to give before anybody goes out and buys these, I do want to tell you that I got a full day's workout putting these 4 boots on. And I don't consider myself to be a wuss. I can handle my own, but in 45-degree weather and without, I do want to note, this was a cold day for Georgia. I do recognize some of you will be way colder than that, but a cold day for Georgia. And I did not use the silicone lubricant stuff that they had, like a intercooler boot lubricant that they sent with it. I did not use that when putting these on. I figured I have enough problems blowing them off that I would just go ahead and just hoss them on there myself. But I did really have to work for that. And as a result of that, I still am trying to get the alignment and fit right on everything. So that's my only critique of these. They're very stiff once you get them on, and if you have intercooler pipes that are factory aligned, I'd say it'd be an easy job, and they would serve you very well. If you have a 12 valve conversion like the Black Hole here, I think you're going to have to work for it a little more unless you custom fab these pipes, which is what I'm going to have to do. Because the angle on the intercooler pipe, so this is the exit intercooler pipe going into the intake manifold, this guy's at the wrong angle, and it's almost impossible to get it to seal. Coming out of the turbo, likewise, with the factory or close to factory boots, the thinner, less rigid boots, it would make the curve, and right now it won't. So I hope that helps you guys out. This is a quick review of the Peak intercooler boot system for the 2003 through 2007 trucks. If you have any questions, leave me a comment below and I'll try to help you out as much as I can. Thanks and have a good one.